Good evening. My name is Tabitha Davis, and this evening I'll be presenting and going over my presentation regarding my database. The name of my kindergarten is the Tiny Tots Academy, and here I'll be presenting a few key points regarding the database that I created. So, the primary goal of my assignment is to design and implement a comprehensive relational database system for my Tiny Tots Academy that effectively manages and integrates key operational data related to students, teachers, parents, attendance, payments, immunization, meals, and activities. Specifically, the project aimed to streamline data management, support daily operations, enhance parent and student record keeping, ensure health and safety compliance, facilitate data-driven decision-making, and lay the foundation for future integration. Ultimately, my trail of thought was to treat this as if this were an actual institution as much as possible in order to deliver real world results. And I think I was able to achieve that or something close to it. Let's see. So, my project goals for my proposed database for the Tiny Tots Academy is a relational data management system designed to support the Academy's administrative, educational, and health-related operations. The database serves as a centralized repository for storing, organizing, and accessing essential information related to students, teachers, parents, attendance, payments, immunizations, meals, and extracurricular activities. My database is intended to enhance data accuracy, streamline routine processes, ensure regulatory compliance, and support both short-term daily management and long-term strategic planning. By linking students to teachers, parents, and services through clearly defined relationships, the system enables efficient coordination, improves communication, and fosters a safer and more organized learning environment. So here is the snapshot regarding the ER diagram that I constructed. It basically illustrates the structure of my database itself. It consists of at least, I believe, 9 tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And those tables are my teachers, students, activities, parents, immunizations, meals, payments, attendance, and a junction table regarding my parent-student relationships. Okay. And here are the snapshots regarding the queries that I compiled. So these are my queries. Starting off with the first one, which are the 2 simple select queries with ordering. Here, I created a query that selects the teacher's first, last name, and hire date, and then orders the results by the hire date within a descending order. And then my second query selected the first name, last name, and enrollment date of my students, and then ordered them by enrollment date within an ascending order. And here are my examples of my executed queries. For the second set of queries, the 2 medium difficult queries involving composite conditions, computations, aggregated functions, and grouping. This query here listed each teacher along with the number of students assigned to them, including teachers who currently have no students. And this one to the right listed the students who have paid more than $200 in total, along with how much they paid overall and their average payment amounts. And those are my executed queries. This one here, or these sets, were my subqueries. The one to the left finds the students who have paid more than the average total amount paid by all students, and it returns their first and last names solely. And then the one to the right finds the teachers who are responsible for more than 3 students and displays their first and last name of the teachers. My next set are my join queries. The one to the left lists each student along with their assigned teacher's name. And then the one to the right shows a list of all students and a list of all teachers and any students assigned to them. So, excuse me for my little coughing spell. Um, Here is my next query. This one here is the query that had to use the join function, or the join command. This one basically summarized each student's total payments made so far, letting you quickly check how much every student had paid without writing the entire query each time. And that was the executed result. This query here was my union query. It basically combined both the parents and teachers' email addresses. So that was my end result. This one here, the custom stored function, I did have a lot of difficulty with. I spent a lot of time on it, couldn't quite get it to work, so I do profusely apologize for not getting a grasp of how to get that to execute properly, but that is an example of the function that not function, rather the command I attempted to execute. And then my last query was the custom stored procedure. This one allowed basically for you to be able to utilize the Get Students Payment Statement and retrieve the payment history of a particular student utilizing that command. This one was very easy to execute rather than the previous one. So, addressing my project challenges, there was obstacles encountered during the development and implement phases of the database, some of which were mostly the debugging at every step, and also basically generating all of that particular sample data needed in order to populate each and every single table. It was a bit painstaking, but after a while, I rather did enjoy it, and the tedious procedures of doing it over and over and over again did help for me to better grasp the intricacies of creating the database, ensuring the integrity, reducing redundancy, and so forth. So it's something that I plan to practice again within the future, and I really did appreciate the painstaking work, but those were my biggest challenges, the debugging and the generation of sample data. Um, and regarding my closing remarks, this project did provide valuable insights into the challenges and intricacies of database designing. And despite it all, I believe I did a great job. I'm rather proud of myself and proud of the end result. of my database and can confidently say that I do grasp a lot of my foundational skills in order to continue to use MySQL, and I do plan to build on what I learned within the near future. But that's really it, and I do hope that you've enjoyed my presentation. Thank you all for your time.